You ever ask yourself the question, if a $600 chair for gaming and streaming and all your computer needs is worth it? I got a chair right here. We're gonna find out. One of the most overlooked aspects of any setup is the chair you sit in. Most of the time when someone looks up a good chair, they see gaming chairs in the hundreds of dollars or ergonomic office chairs further beyond that. I was excited when Logitech released their Embody gaming chair, but then seeing the cost completely turned me off from it. At this point, it should be common knowledge that the traditional gaming chair is not really the best chair for comfort for gaming and streaming, so when this company called Odinlake reached out offering a chair for review, and I saw they designed ergonomic office chairs, I jumped on the opportunity. We chose their highest end model, which costs around $500, and after about a month of testing, we have some things to talk about. If gaming chairs have showed us anything, it's that aesthetics matters. Overall, we love the way this chair looks. It has a clean, simple, and modern feel that I can really appreciate. Ergonomic chairs tend to be packed with functional adjustments to maximize comfort. This chair has great versatility in height adjustment, tilting, and armrest adjustments, and is easy to get into a comfortable position. Ultimately, comfort is what it's all about, so this is definitely a good thing. One major thing high-end ergonomic chairs feature is insane durability. There are even used markets for some high-end models from other brands. This one specifically feels strong in important areas and looks to be able to withstand the wear and tear of daily use. If I have anything negative to say about durability though, is that the part that holds the headrest and allows it to be adjusted is plastic and broke somehow. We didn't notice until assembly was nearly done. So this might be a weak point, but a minor one in my opinion. Many chairs don't even have a headrest. Comfort is the name of the game, right? The seat cushion is firm, but seems to be very comfortable for long periods of time and hasn't been an issue. If anything, I've learned that seat cushions that make you think they're comfortable on first sit because they're super plush aren't necessarily great. Eventually, the plushness goes away and you'll feel like you're sitting on a flat board. The armrests have great adjustments and have been relatively comfortable despite being hard plastic. They only lock on the up and down action, FYI, not when they slide back and forth or out and in from the sides. So this does make it easier to adjust quickly, but they tend to slide around if you lean heavily on them or grab the chair from the armrest to move it around. Speaking of armrest comfort though, I always suggest memory foam universal armrest cushions for any hard plastic armrest like what we see here. These are the ones that I use on mine, and they just stretch over the armrest and they're super comfy. I've been using them on my own personal chair for years, and trust me, they make a world of difference. I'll leave some linked in the description down below. Backrest positions are comfortable, but the first position seems to be almost too vertical, even kind of slightly forward, which makes you feel like you're being pushed out of the seat. Tilting it back to the second position solves this problem and is more comfortable, but maybe it's just us, but my nitpick here is that I almost wish there was a click in the middle between the first and second backrest positions, as this would have been perfect in our eyes. Or if the backrest had a sort of infinite adjustment instead of having specific lock positions, that would have been nice too. As a result of the second position being a little far back for us, the headrest sort of becomes just for looks, as the angle of the backrest puts it pretty far back from the back of your head. If you like to lay back in your chair when seated though, it would work perfectly fine. Unfortunately, after adjusting it, it doesn't seem to lock and it easily falls back down to the lowest position, but this could be due to the part that broke on ours, since the part responsible for this is the exact part that broke. It's something to think about. The seat does have a forward and backward adjustment, which is great to fine tune with if you have shorter or longer thighs, as this effectively adjusts the seat depth, which is important for comfort. But it doesn't seem to fit too tightly into its locked position, so when pulling the seat forward by scooting with your feet, it tends to slide slightly, and that makes it make a small thump noise when it slides forward. Again, not a deal breaker, but just a fit and finish sort of thing that doesn't make this feel like the highest end of chairs. The seat material wrapped around the cushion seems to become slightly looser almost immediately and leaves the awkward sort of butt crack lump in the fabric after the first use. You know, that sort of like ring that it has. Doesn't really affect the comfort of the chair, but is kind of awkward as an aesthetic thing. Overall, the chair looks great. It functions well and does a good job for what we need it for, but at around $500 when not on sale, at the end of the day, you will have to decide if this is worth it for you. Are these small details a deal breaker? Channel partner and editor Wayne has been using this chair since we got it, and he tells me he likes the chair and will continue to use it. So to answer the question of is it worth it? Like Linus always says, it depends. I hope we provided enough information here to help you make a buying decision, and knowing the cost of other ergonomic chairs, this one is honestly not priced too terribly. Odinlake also has cheaper options, so if you like what you saw but you wanted a better price point, it seems they have that covered. Links will be in the description below, so make sure to check that out. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss a single upload. I hope you found this educational, informative, or otherwise entertaining. Check out these other videos on gaming and streaming content, including full gaming and streaming PC builds, as well as a complete stream setup makeover you don't want to miss.